Welcome back to the Drive by 1540. So glad you're enjoying the music on today's show. So as promised, that interview coming your way right now. Nic Laschinger has been a tech entrepreneur since 2005 when he started the next big thing, doing high-level seminars on future technology and its impact on businesses. That year, he founded Sagak IT, a provider of affordable enterprise-class ICT solutions to SMEs. In 2018, he joined Euphoria Telecom in 2018, where he spearheads the company's growth and technological evolution. I want to say good afternoon and welcome to LotusFM, Nic.
Thank you very much.
Such a pleasure to have you today. So I'm going to jump right in, Nic. What is one of your top tips for small business owners to get on top of it, to get on top of AI?
Well, I mean, AI is a buzzword right now, isn't it? I mean, everything that people are talking about. But when we talk about the adoption of any technology into a business, there are two general drivers that we're always going to refer back to. The first is operational efficiency, and the second one is going to be a cost efficiency. So what is AI going to give us in these things? And what we're seeing a lot of take-up in the AI space right now is around things like just smoothing comms. Smoothing the communication streams. I mean, I don't know, having been in telecoms for a long time now, I can't tell you the number of websites that I've seen that all have the same stock photography. Now, the same messaging, the same drive that's being pushed over to the consumer. Now, if you have the ability to actually take what you are asking to put out to the world and say, tell me how I can put this in a way that is clearer, more succinct, more unambiguous, then hey, it's like having a copywriter in your pocket. The same applies to being able to generate royalty-free images that have never been used before, rather than stock photography. So AI is allowing us to do a bunch of things that we have a professional and expert sitting available to us at all times.
I absolutely love the word AI, artificial intelligence, because as you describe it, when you're talking from a completely technological evolution kind of perspective, I'm speaking from breaking it down to people who like literally, let's talk technology for dummies. That word, artificial intelligence, is so true because it's like, it's just for people who don't understand what intelligence is. Let's take out the dummies and let's put in the really smart people to do this work, because that's literally what you're doing here. You're sifting out the kind of stuff that we see all the time, Nic. That's fed in front of our faces, popping up on our social media, popping up in our emails, and for the fact that we just dismiss it because we see it all the time. Something new, something fresh is what we want to see. So, backup power is highlighted as an essential requirement for all small businesses. What are some factors SMEs could consider when choosing a backup power solution?
Well, it sounds very strange to say, to be honest, but it's actually a very exciting time for power in South Africa. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming down the line in the next 18 months in terms of green power projects that are coming through the pipeline. But businesses need to always consider what is it that they're looking for. A number of small businesses particularly have reacted to the power crisis that we've been experiencing for so long now, and gone out and got themselves a generator and stuff like that, and they're flip-flopping over to this backup power when they need it. But we have the opportunity now to, as a business, to look at your power consumption, to look at your power usage, and to leverage things like the government giving us these 125% rebates on things like solar. So it's a great time to say, actually, let's not just react to a power situation. Let's take advantage of it and let's create a cost efficiency in our business and make our power cheaper to us, more reliable to us going forward as a rule.
Now, Nic, in your experience as a technology and business leader in the industry, what are some common challenges or barriers that you've kind of seen that SMEs face when adopting these new technologies? Because I'm sure there's something that they're not getting right just yet.
You know what? I think the first thing I want to say to that is about people not knowing that a technology is there, or more that what it can do for them. And that's kind of conversations that should be happening more. And it's from the likes of you guys and media sources, incredible media sources, that you can gather and glean information about what is it that a new technology has, what kind of impact could it have on your business, and who can help you with that? Who can actually turn that vision into a reality? I mean, some of it is just about thinking out the box. Some of it is thinking about technology in a way that you've never considered before. I mean, if you were to rewind 200 years and say to people, how would they, what would the things that they would like the most to solve their transportation issues? They would have said to you, I want a faster horse. But we actually need to move away from the mindset of faster horses into, hey, get a car. And I think those are the tipping points that we find ourselves at a lot these days because technology is evolving so rapidly.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for putting it with that kind of analogy so people can understand just the type of workhorse they need working for them at the moment. So how can, like you said, these are the type of ways they can ensure successful implementation of it. Obviously, then it would get someone who's experienced in the industry to make sure that it goes through well, someone who's seen, the A to Z of how it works.
Yes, we're, again, at a very exciting time in terms of technology, in that it's easier now to implement technology than it's ever been before. Cloud has revolutionized the way that we look and experience technology, even as a small business. You don't have to go out and spend millions on hardware just to try out something. You have the ability, most of these services that we experience in the cloud, your Googles, your Office 365, your Azure, all of these give you the ability to try, test something. If you don't like it, it's like a software contract. You can actually walk away from it without being burnt. So, yes, having expertise and having somebody who can translate your vision into what can be meaningful for your business is one thing, but having the access to the technology is something else entirely.
As technology continues to evolve rapidly, Nic, how can SMEs stay updated with the latest trends and advancements?
Of course, the news, of course, the specialist media that covers things like technology for SMEs. Don't ever underestimate your own network. We as South Africans like to talk around the braai. What's working for your business? What exciting things are you doing in your business? How are you using the technology? Those are all great questions that we should be asking ourselves all the time.
Nic, we really appreciate you joining us today and sharing your expertise with us. You have yourself a fabulous day.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Of course, that was a tech entrepreneur, Nic Laschinger, telling us about how small businesses can adapt in the changing world. And I'm sure that would have assisted many of you with regards to artificial intelligence. If you have a SME or, you know someone that does, this will definitely help them. So you can look out for the podcast of the Drive-Bys really soon.
If you love drama, then S3 has got you covered. On Tuesdays, tune into